I heard M. Night Shyamalan's pitch to the studio was Silence of the Lambs, but at a concert.
What's with all the police everywhere? I'm not supposed to tell. You know the butcher? The freaking nut job that goes around chopping people up? The feds heard that he's gonna be here today.
I was sold so aggressively by the halfway point of the trailer.
I didn't know that he was the killer.
That's the M. Night Shyamalan twist, only it's at the very beginning.
Okay. Welcome to Backseat Directing,
Where we talk about movies, TV shows, comics, and more.
we're your hosts,
Andrew.
and Aaron.
We put out new episodes every Monday and Thursday.
And on this episode, we're reacting to the newest Trap trailer.
3, 2, 1.
Action. So this is the second trailer for this new movie Trap. And I haven't even seen the first one, honestly.
I've only seen this one actually as well. I have seen this trailer. I haven't seen the first one.
Okay, nice.
Because I went to the theater the other day to see Quiet Place Day 1, and this
Played
before it.
Yeah, similar genres. That makes sense.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
see it there. From what I've heard of what it's about, I'm in.
I'm so pumped for the premise, and I really enjoyed the trailer. Is all I'll say about it. I don't want to divulge anything for you.
I heard M. Night Shyamalan's pitch to the studio was Silence of the Lambs, but at a concert.
Which
was like,
sounds sick.
Okay.
So for one thing, Silence
cool.
of the Lambs, any comparison to that sounds amazing. I love that movie. It's an all-time thriller. It is one of 3 movies in all of history to win what they call the Big 5 Oscars. I think that's like Best Actor, Best Actress, directing, screenplay, and Best Picture.
Or Best Picture.
Yeah, and it won all 5 of those. Only 2 other movies have ever done it, so it's an all-time great to make something trying to emulate it. If you touch a little bit of its greatness, you know?
I mean, thriller has to be the best genre, right?
It's my favorite.
It's so cool.
The other interesting thing about this is the concert venue. I think that there was some influence with how big, and this could just be because I live with a Swiftie, but I think there's some influence with how big the Eras tour was. Biggest tour of all time, worldwide tour, selling out, concerts all over the globe, multiple nights back to back to back.
Haven't heard of it.
I went to it. I've been to 2 shows from the Eras tour, and when I went in Florida, all 3 nights of the weekend were all sold out. That was Raymond James Stadium, an entire stadium sold out. So it's a huge show. And now we've got this, and we've got Smile coming out. Roughly a year after the start of the tour. I feel like there's some influence in these movies. Smile is about a pop star. This movie's about a concert. Yeah.
All right. Well, should we dive into the trailer then?
Let's do it. Oh, before you actually click start, I do want to remind anybody who clicked on this video to like and subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell. You don't want to miss any of our awesome content. We really appreciate you for watching. Thanks so much.
Boom. Andrew's such a good podcast host. All right, here we go.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay, Dad.
It's definitely what I'd be doing at a concert.
What's with all the police everywhere? I'm not supposed to tell. You know the butcher? The freaking nut job that goes around chopping people up? The feds heard that he's gonna be here today. So they set up a trap for him. This whole concert
Is that him?
is a trap. They're watching all the exits. They're checking everyone that leaves. There's no way to get out of here.
So he's the butcher.
I've never felt this before. I feel out of control.
Shoot left. Where should I put her?
Thank you.
This individual that we're searching for.
Jason Bourne move right there.
He's realized he can't get out. He's going to try to cause chaos.
Dad, what are you doing? You're acting weird.
This dude is next level insane.
What's happening?
I think you're looking for me.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry. Sorry.
How you all doing? You having fun? Come closer. What's going on, Daddy?
Open the goddamn door! I can't get away. I can't stop. I'll just do this one last one.
Okay. Yes.
It's a good trailer. That's a good trailer, man.
That was dope.
I kind of wish they didn't show so much of the movie, but
It's the second trailer.
Yeah.
I mean, that's normally how it goes.
I was sold so aggressively by the halfway point of the
See,
trailer.
I didn't
though.
know that he was the killer.
That's the M. Night Shyamalan twist, only it's at the very beginning. So if you didn't know, this movie is written and directed by M. Night Shyamalan, super famous director. Also, if you didn't know, he's very famously known for having big twists at the end of his movies. He's the director for Sixth Sense, director for Signs. He did the trilogy of Unbreakable, Split, and Glass. He directed most recently Knock at the Cabin, which is a movie I saw in theaters last year. I was a little underwhelmed by it, but he's a very divisive filmmaker, especially for another film that I'll mention, The Last Airbender, which is considered to be one of the worst movies ever, has one of the lowest ratings on Rotten Tomatoes. I think that his movies are super hit or miss, and Sixth Sense and Signs are super, super hits. And then the trilogy I mentioned of Unbreakable, Split, and Glass hits, maybe to a lesser degree for Glass, but Split and Unbreakable are good hits. Sixth Sense broke like records when it came out. Like it was, the movie didn't have that high of a budget, but it stayed in theaters for like months and months and made so much money. People love that movie to death. And it is a fantastic movie. Bruce Willis is awesome in that movie. I think that when he makes a movie, you know, it's going to be something unique at the very, very least. And this is unique. Like having the main character, like you said, being shocked that the main character is a serial killer. I mean, it's bringing Dexter vibes. It's bringing You.
Yeah.
With Joe Goldberg. I think it's kind of hard to make your character likable when they're a serial killer. So they've got a challenge set out before them. But I love a character who is like, there's a great,
Meticulous and strategic.
exactly,
and-
brilliant.
Yeah, it does these like cool, slick moves, you know, that are like covert.
And he doesn't bat an eye when
Yeah,
he does them.
that gets me going.
Yeah.
Is when something's like subtle, you know,
The
and
trailer,
it's like,
the trailer had me rooting for him. Like,
yeah, it's like, dude, this guy's awesome.
when, there's a great line in the trailer. I think it's like probably spoken from one of the higher up police officers that are trying to catch him, and they say, "This guy, like, he won't panic." And then it cuts to him, and he's like calmly like doing these maneuvers, stealing the walkie-talkie, setting the explosion to happen in the little concession area. You know, I'm so excited for that. For those, like he's walking like right amongst them, you know, like a lion in their midst. He's in a pack of that. I knew you were gonna like that shot too, because you love that. It's the Koba shot where he's walking away. Excuse me, and then when he gets out of sight, just completely
Straight face,
locked in.
Yeah,
like
oh man,
Josh Hartnett looks really good in this. Josh Hartnett's gonna star, and he looks like he's gonna do such an amazing job.
it was also a well edited trailer.
Oh yeah.
We've been reacting to trailers for a while now on this episode. We have a whole playlist if you're new here to the channel, but some are definitely better than others, and this was definitely, I'd say, towards the top. For sure, they did a really good job of keeping suspense. The music was great. It was creative. It had like the different lines on the screen, you know, and then it like cut back and forth to different beats in the film. I liked how the one letter came on the screen, and like it stayed on the screen for too long. And I liked that, you know, like it was like uncomfortable in a sense, you know, it kind of blocked your vision. Like it was a good trailer. It got me excited for the movie. And if the film is edited in a similar way and has like the same tones and we're getting what they're showing us here, it's going to be a great movie.
Yeah. Two things that jump out to me about the trailer, and I hope I can remember them both by the end of my sentence. One is that the shots are really cool in the trailer. And one of my favorite types of shots, I've said it again and again, is that aerial view, the top-down shot. They have a shot of him walking through the crowd with that. They have that attached shot to the side of the car that, like, the Batman movies are known for. It's attached to the bottom of the, like, what do you call that, armored vehicle that's approaching the stadium and getting a shot of the wheel. So they have some really cool shots in the trailer. They have the one that's kind of coming from the top of the venue down.
Seems like a lot of camera movement, too. Kind of following him through the crowd, you know, like the camera is in the crowd with him.
It was moving throughout. Like even the shot that's kind of locked off of him getting into the stall early in the trailer. It's like slowly pushing in to give you kind of, and I feel like slow push-ins give you that like eerie dread feeling that a thriller kind of desires, you know, that the audience wants. But the other thing I wanted to say was, you mentioned the music, which has to be a highlight of the trailer because it's at a concert venue. The kind of rock music that they're playing, I feel like it propelled me through this trailer. I was riding the high of the, like, as it especially as it ramps up into the, you know, the last quarter of the trailer.
When does August 2nd comes to theater?
August 2nd.
I'm going.
I think August 1st is Batman Cape Crusader on Prime, and then August 2nd is Trap.
Boom. There we go.
Beginning of August.
Got
is
our
juicy time.
weekend figured out already.
So I wanted to talk a little bit about M. Night Shyamalan while we were on this. Like, do you have any thoughts on him as a director?
So I honestly haven't seen a lot of his movies. Have I seen any of them?
You haven't seen Split?
I haven't. No. I've always wanted to, and for whatever reason, I haven't ever had the opportunity. It's never come up.
If you watch the right M. Night Shyamalan movie, I think you'd really appreciate it. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of Knock at the Cabin. I don't think you would love that movie. Split, I think you'd probably like Split quite a bit.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen any of his movies.
We'll have to get you on a little bit of M. Night Shyamalan.
Sorry that was such a short block of this episode. You were hoping we can kind of dive into his films, and I kind of ruined it there for you.
No, I mean, I still have to watch a lot
Good
of his
podcast host, bad podcast host.
I'm on the similar wavelength. I still have to watch some of his movies. I haven't seen Signs, which is like a big one that's super famous. And you like alien movies, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like we could watch that together at some point.
Absolutely.
It's supposed to be good.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's throw it. Doing anything right now?
You've been trying to get me to watch War of the Worlds for a little bit, I think. Is that the right one?
That's a good movie, yeah. Tom Cruise. I like that movie.
But I think that this movie has quickly, with this trailer, jumped up my list of like the most anticipated movies for the rest of the year. This movie's very high on that list now.
Yeah, I agree. It looks exciting.
I'm probably still most anticipating Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, I'd say so too.
This is probably getting to the same level as Gladiator 2, though. Like,
oh yeah, Gladiator 2.
that movie I'm really excited for, but this,
Did you see the pictures drop?
Oh yeah, so cool.
Yeah, they looked pretty cool, right?
Awesome.
Yeah, they look cool.
awesome. And what is his name? Everyone loves him. The star.
Pedro Pascal.
No, I know Pedro Pascal.
I was gonna say.
I just I don't know this. Bless you, good sir.
Jesus.
Come on, we can do this. The star of the movie, the guy from After Sun, Paul Mescal.
There you go.
Paul Mescal, he's like wearing Maximus's chest plate, and the still that really got me was him on one knee with the dirt between his hands, just like in Gladiator, the way Maximus kneels down to the dirt before a battle and rubs the dirt between his hands. I was like, yes, I'm so excited. They're harkening back to the original movie, so I'm super pumped.
It's kind of crazy that we don't have a trailer yet, huh?
Yeah, I know. So what? It's supposed to come out in November or something?
Yeah, we just got pictures. We're getting pictures from the new Superman movie. Oh.
That comes out like in a year.
Yeah.
Or maybe even 2 years. Is that 2026?
Is it? It's coming out the same year as the No, the Batman got pushed even further. I don't know. I think it comes out next year.
Yeah, I think originally Batman was coming out in 2025, and now they're both.
I thought Superman was supposed to be in 2025.
We could find out. I'm super excited for Trap, though. I mean, is there any other details about Trap you want to discuss? I'm trying to think of any other shots from the trailer that I wanted to highlight that I thought were really cool. Because I feel like throughout there's full of cool shots. You saw the guy that he had like trapped in a secondary location. He had him on his little screen on his phone.
Yep. I definitely don't want to see anything else from this movie until I go and see the movie itself. I feel like kind of like you said, as soon as the trailer ended, that they showed a lot. So I definitely want to like keep everything locked down, before going in. Kind of like the Deadpool stuff. There was some stuff that came out this last week. I haven't seen it. I don't want to.
It's pretty cool, but
I know it's cool. But I want to see it in theaters first.
In case anyone's still listening and is curious, Superman is supposed to come out July 11th, 2025, next year.
Okay. Yeah, and
Almost exactly a year from now. It's like
we're getting set pictures from that already, and we're just now getting set pictures from Gladiator. Isn't it crazy, like movie timelines, how they can vary so much? Like some movies are shot in a month, some in 3 months, 4 months, 5 months.
Some movies do one fight scene or one car chase for a month.
I mean, even Deadpool, it finished filming at the beginning of this year.
Seems awfully close.
Yeah, and it's coming out. Yeah.
For a movie that presumably has loads of CGI.
Right. Loads of CGI, and seems like loads of storylines that they're having to balance as well.
That director, I think his name is Sean Levy, must be doing a great job because apparently they're considering him for directing the next Avengers movie. I mean, Deadpool versus Wolverine is this huge like collision of different characters. So I think being able to accomplish that puts a lot of faith in him to do something like Avengers. But he must have handled it well for them to be considering him to direct the next Avengers movie.
Yeah. I hope this movie, Trap, is as good as I hoped The Bike Riders was going to be.
This movie seems like it's definitely more of driving, the plot is being driven by excitement and movement and tense stakes, whereas Bike Riders, the plot is really more driven by relationships.
Yeah, the trailer for Bike Riders was pretty good. But the movie story didn't really deliver on the trailer. So if we get what we got in this trailer for this movie, Trap,
I'm excited to see a serial killer story driven from the vantage point of the serial killer. I mean, I've really loved Dexter when it came out. I think they do have a little bit of an uphill battle making this guy likable, but they've already got me rooting for him in the trailer, which is maybe I'm just a bad person.
You were easily persuaded.
I was saying when we left the theater, I was saying to Sierra, I think they made his victim, who's like chained up, a man, because I think audiences are more willing to accept that than if he had like a woman locked up. So I think
he has a daughter.
Yeah.
Which I think also makes him
a little softened.
A little more, sensitive.
And it's like, yeah, he kills people, but he's a nice guy. He's bringing his daughter to a concert.
Right.
He's a good dad.
And maybe, like you said, like there's a lot of twists in these movies. So
Well,
like,
I want this on camera. I have a prediction for the twist. My prediction, because he always has that third act twist, my prediction is that the daughter is going to be aware that he is a serial killer. There have been people suggesting, from what I've heard, that the daughter is the killer. That doesn't make any sense to me because she looks like she's in high school. I think, and also he's like
Dexter
but he's very aware of escaping the police. You know what I mean? So he knows he's guilty, and he's looking at the video
in
on
his
his
ear. All right, grab that walkie-talkie. Subtle. All right, 4 steps forward.
I think they 2 steps back. Now do the cha-cha. I think that when they eventually get her, she'll be aware and maybe help him escape or something like that. I think he may have indoctrinated her in some sense or have her on his side. That's my prediction for the twist.
Yeah, I could see that. I was going to say, like, maybe throughout the movie, they're kind of making you not root for him in a sense, but it's kind of from his perspective, which I feel like can also be compelling,
That's what they did with Law Abiding Citizen. They were really trying to get you to turn on the main character, Gerard Butler's character.
Yeah, it's an interesting stance because that's not typically how movies are structured.
Yeah.
Usually
you would go the opposite direction. Maybe not rooting to them. They have this character journey and now you are rooting for them.
Right. I'm excited either way.
I'm so pumped. I want to see what they bring to the table. The shots throughout the movie look really, really interesting. And I'm just excited to see the character get out of these unique scenarios. I love a movie that creates, we were talking about this with Quiet Place too. I love a movie that creates like this teeter-totter of a dangerous scenario, and then you see how the characters navigate their way out of it, like Cillian Murphy's character with the dive in Quiet Place too.
Why didn't we both just recently watched Quiet Place for the first time? Why did no one tell me that those movies were as good as they were?
I feel like
all I've heard was like, yeah, like they're good movies, but no one's been like, bro,
you need to watch Quiet Place too.
You need to watch these movies.
Yeah, no one's writing for it. I'm writing for it now that I've seen. Yeah, especially the second one is so good.
I feel like we need to do an episode on these movies so we can like push them out to more people because my goodness, they're so good.
Yeah, absolutely. We should do an episode soon with all the Quiet Place Day 1 stuff going on. It'll probably be a while before we get another chance.
Yeah, let us know if you guys would like an episode about the Quiet Place. What do you guys think of this trailer for Trap? And do you have any other thriller recommendations? Because I need some. I definitely have a lot of M. Night Shyamalan's movies to watch. But is there any other ones out there that I need to get out or I need to see?
Yeah, make sure to get on watching The Last Airbender right away.
Oh, yeah. Can't wait.
Well, thank you so much for watching this, guys. I do want to point you in the direction of our Discord if you can afford it. Aaron, how much does it cost?
I feel like we need to find a way. I don't know how, but we need to find a way to bring it down a little bit, make it more accessible to more people. Because right now,
to the everyman.
Yeah, right now it's totally free. So if you want to join, the link is in the description of this video, and you can join in on the Discord, join in on the conversation outside of the comments. We love it when we get comments, but in the Discord we can kind of dive deeper into whatever we're talking about. We debate different opinions in there. We do different polls, and we take recommendations for our episodes, and we typically get to those pretty quick as well. And then, yeah, like people share like their own projects that they're working on, art projects, different stuff that's related to video and all that. And that's really cool to see.
Yeah, and also make sure that you check us out on all of our other social media platforms. We're on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, X, everywhere you can find us posting daily videos of our shorts, reels, TikToks, and so on. You can also go onto Spotify and you can rate and review the show on there. Make sure to give it 5 stars. Don't let your finger slip. We want all those ratings to help new people find the show. The best thing you can do to help us grow the platform naturally is to share us with friends and families, especially those who love movies.
Tell them to subscribe.
Yes.
Because right now we are 2 subscribers away from 1,000. So hopefully by the time you're seeing this, we have climbed that hurdle.
We're right on the cusp.
Last week, we filmed an episode for the bike riders, and in that episode, we said we were 25 away, and that episode comes out today that we're talking, and now we're only 2 away. So hopefully, by now, we're over that hump. But either way, subscribe.
Yeah, help us get to 2,000.
Heck yeah.
The next hurdle.
Could you imagine if we get on the next episode and we're almost at 2,000?
Dude.
That'd be insane. Make it happen, people. Make it happen.
You have all the power in your thumbs.
Anyways, thanks so much for watching, and that's a wrap.